What's going on, guys? This is my new channel, Southland RC Adventures. You may recognize my voice from another channel. I do have another YouTube channel that I don't really upload to very often. It's a motorcycle channel, Southern style. I've got a few videos over there, but this channel is going to be dedicated to RC stuff. And today we are messing with the X-Maxx, and this is a Louise Tires X-CYCLONE MFT look. These tires are actually really nice. They are MFTs, I'm sorry. That's my bad. But I was looking around YouTube to see if there were any videos of these tires and, you know, their performance. And so this is going to be an introduction to the channel as well as a look at these tires. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on them versus the stock sledgehammer tires. This is my X-Maxx 8S. It definitely has seen better days, but I've had it about 3 weeks now. But without further ado, let's get into this. My local hobby shop does not sell these tires, nor can they get them, so maybe yours can. Sorry for blocking the camera. I'm trying to do this while holding my camera because I'm using my phone. My GoPro is charged, but I don't have a mount for it to mount it to my chest, so bear with me. I will get one of those soon, so it'll make recording a little easier. But I wanted to see how these tires perform versus stock tires. I like the sledgehammers, but I thought, where's the old school, you know, chevron style tires on the trucks nowadays? Back when I got into RC back in 2000, I don't know, 8, 9. These are the kind of tires that you would see on a lot of RC trucks. So I kind of wanted to go with that tradition with these tires, but perusing YouTube to see, you know, what these tires offer, really wasn't much around the way of, you know, people showing them off. It was just, you know, people showing them, hey, these are the tires, running around the yard, but they wasn't really using the truck as intended. So I'm going to show you how these tires perform as best I can, so bear with me. So I got these wheel nuts on eBay. I don't remember, but you can find them on Amazon. However, the ones that you get on Amazon are a little darker blue than these, but I like them. You do need to tighten them a little tighter on this truck, as they will come loose. I would suggest carrying your hex wrench with you. I'll show you the one that I have and the one that I use for these. You can get this on Amazon, but I actually ordered it on eBay, and it took about a month to get here. So yeah, it kind of stinks, but that's what you get when you order stuff, you know, from eBay. It comes from China. But so far I've been enjoying the tool. It seems to be holding up pretty good. So I will, like I said, I will try to do this as best I can. So sorry for blocking the camera if I do. So I'll shut up now and we'll run this thing. Well, that's never fun. My impressions of these so far are, they're nice, but I don't know if they are any better than stock. However, they do have better side grip when cornering and things, so keep that in mind. You may have noticed that they have screws in the center area. That is so you can change out the hexes inside the wheels. These are made specifically for the X-Maxx, but you can get them for 5th scale and 10th scale vehicles. However, I do not know if you can use these specific tires on a 10th scale or what have you, but maybe you can get a hold of Louise Racing and they can help you there. Or maybe if your local hobby shop can get these tires, they can maybe advise you on that. Like I said, these tires do have more side bite than, at least I feel like they do, than the stock sledgehammers. I honestly don't know. I mean, the ground is a little wet, so I'm sure that plays a lot in how they perform. But what little bit I was running these tires yesterday, they do pretty good. Yeah, I mean, this truck is, in general, a pretty awesome truck. I've been enjoying it. When I started in RC, I had an E-Max back in, I would have to say, I think end of 2007, maybe early 2008 is when I got my first RC. I ordered it from Tower Hobbies, and I liked it. So the one thing I will say with these tires is they don't set on the hexes as far back as the stock sledgehammers, so you don't have as much of the stud poking through of the stub axle. So that's something to consider. And that's one reason why you have to tighten these lug nuts fairly tight, and I would recommend checking them ever so often. I've ran this truck in 2-wheel drive. If you would like to see a video of that I can maybe do that if this video gets, I don't know, we'll say 25 likes. I'll pull the front shafts out of it and put it back in 2-wheel drive again, and I'll record a video with these tires. and let you guys see what that's all about. Which, this thing is actually really fun in two-wheel drive. Probably not recommended to run in two-wheel drive, but it is fun. Just got hit with rocks. The terrain up here, this used to be a place where I rode my quad. So I don't know if you can tell, but there's a jump right over there, and it used to be bigger than that. But where I've jumped it so much, it's a little worn down. But there's trails all up in the woods here. Don't know if you can see it, but there's one that goes up the hill up that way. But yeah, I mean, there's some pretty big rocks here. This thing is just slinging around, which is pretty impressive, to be honest. That was a good save. But my honest opinion on these tires is they do pretty good. I can't complain. But like I said, the side bite seems to be a little better. So aggressive cornering could be difficult, as it may want to turn over. Let's bring the truck here and we'll check those wheel hexes real quick. Make sure they're still tight. I might even see if I can take one off for you real quick. Yeah, I'll take this one off. This tool was really nice, and it was still tight. So that's how far the stub axle sticks out. Not very far compared to the sledgehammers. You can pull these screws right here out and put new hex inserts in there for different vehicles, which is nice. Overall, I'm liking these lug nuts, and this hex wrench is really nice. It's made of aluminum, so it's light. That one was a little bit loose. The rear wheels, see, that one's really loose. The rear wheels like to come loose more so than the front ones. That was tight. But yeah, that's going to conclude this video for now, guys. If you want to see more RC content, I will try to upload as often as I can, but I do have a full-time job, and if you want to see motorcycle content, I don't have very many videos on the other channel, but go check out my other channel, Southern Style. I've got a motorcycle on there. I've got a few videos on there of that. So if you want to see that, go check it out. But yeah, so far the X-Maxx, I'm loving it. If you want to see more, I recommend checking out Kevin Talbot in the UK. He is kind of the one that talked me into getting this thing, even though I've been wanting one for a while. But I finally just broke down and got one. But yeah, I will catch you guys on the next one.